The scanners displayed today are built using Trade Ideas stock screening platform. I am an affiliate with Trade Ideas as I believe in this company through and through. See the description for a discount link to save money when signing up. Remember to always like and subscribe for more content. Let's get started.
Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to go over the current scans that we're using for the regular market session. I want to go over each scan, what I'm expecting from that scanner, and really just what they're doing here. So in the top left, we've got the momentum scanner. It's the same as what we've had previous to this. And for anyone who's just joining us and not familiar with these scanners, this is built through Trade Ideas platform. This is Trade Ideas scanners. If you guys want to get a discount on those scanners, there is a link in the description below. This is going to be the scanners that I'm using each day. So our team is viewing this layout that you're seeing right here every day. You can see these are pre-built windows. Each one of these have a number of filters built into them, and that's what we're doing for, or that's what we're using for these scanners. So Trade Ideas, I love them. There is some things that I'm asking for possible updates in the future. Hopefully they'll accommodate that, but right now I do love their system and what I'm using them for. I'm looking for stocks that I can trade quickly, right? So I need to find volume. I need to be able to get in with size, in and out quickly. So that means I need volume. So these scanners are basically built around volume, looking for that type of volume. Now we have a few scanners in here that are a little bit different, and we'll go over that in a second, but the meat and potatoes here is we're searching for volume. I call that value in the market. So for me, being a day trader, my value is surrounded around volume. The more volume a stock has, the better chance I have to get in and out quickly. Now, just because a stock has a lot of volume is not the only reason that I will trade that stock. So I just want to make that very clear. I trade low float stocks. So it's a combination of low float stocks, which is very small supply. We don't have a lot of shares available for trading. So that's a low float stock with a combination of high demand. We're looking for a lot of shares here. A lot of traders are looking to buy shares and get into this stock. So there's either news or there's some type of catalyst that's there, or maybe there's just someone's mentioning it in a few rooms, whatever it may be. A combination of low float in combination with volume is the recipe for success. So all of these scanners that you see here are built around that type of notion, right? That idea. So this momentum scanner top left, it's going to look for stocks that have momentum, so high volume. So we're looking for extreme volume, high relative volume, and we're also looking for volume change in the last few minutes. So we want to look for stocks that are moving very quickly, not over the course of just the day, but specifically right now. So right now NUAI is alerting on the scanner. So when NUAI is alerting on the scanner, I'd pull it up on the chart, and then we can start breaking down levels. How much volume does it have? Because just because it's alerting on the scanner doesn't mean I just trade it blindly, right? So this is going to identify where's the value in the market, and then I pull it up on the chart. I verify a few things such as the float size, the volume, and of course key levels that I'm looking to trade, and that's what I'm looking for. As long as I have that, I can trade it. If I don't, then I sit out, right? So it's simple, but it takes time to really become comfortable with your craft. But these scanners will help. The scanners will identify where the value is. So you can see that there's a number of stocks in here. We have a few different alerts. And the reason for it is because I have the high of day built into this scanner as well as the volume scans. So I have volume scanners built into this as well as high of day filters. And the reason for it is because this is a momentum scanner. So this is a multi-strategy window, and in each one of these are multi-strategy windows. So that's mostly what I use as those instead of the alert windows. However, they both have their advantages in my opinion. But the momentum scanner, it's looking for stocks making new highs. It's looking for stocks that are gapping up, stocks that are moving quickly with volume, all happening now, not 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. It's happening now. Now, just because it hits that scanner doesn't mean I trade it. Of course, we got right now ZSPC is alerting on that scanner. That's something that I would pull up on the chart and then start to verify other conditions. So our momentum scanner top left, I do love that scanner. I built a momentum only scanner that is my personal favorite. So if you're looking to follow along with my strategy, what I love in those low float squeeze type of plays, then typically it's going to come on this scanner here. So you can see ZSPC is on here, but you'll notice the NUAI is not on this list. And the reason for that is because because this momentum only personal favorite scanner is filtered a little bit more with extra filters there. So I have the filter of the float on this attached to this. So instead of having the float size up to 25 million, I have it under 25 million. So I really prefer stocks under 25 million myself. As you can see on the left-hand side, NUAI is showing a 28 million share float. CABA, CABA is showing a 98 million share float. So these I would consider to be large float stocks. And so therefore you're not going to see them on my personal favorite momentum scanner. So yes, these stocks are getting that momentum, NUAI and CABA, CABA, but those are not going to be that type of momentum that I'm looking for personally. So if you're looking to follow along with me, that's where my eyes will be over here. ZSBC 148 to 171 all happened from 134 to 233. So within an hour, it went from 148 to 171. Not a massive move, but if you measure that out, that equates to a nice percentage gain. Now, of course, again, we're not just trading off the scanner. I'm pulling it up and verifying other conditions first. But this is going to be the same thing as this one, just a little bit more filtered, especially that float size, very important for me. To the right of that, we've got the gap list. These are stocks that are gapping up for the day as we're looking at this now. So you can see this is 2:34 p.m. Eastern time when I made this this video here. But this is going to look from 9:30 in the morning till 4 p.m. in the afternoon, looking for stocks that are gapping up today, that are making a move and moving up percentage-wise from yesterday's close and possibly even up from the open today as well. So that is something that I'm looking for. I've got it sorted by what's up the most from the open. NUAI is up 91% from the open, so that's going to be the top of that list. CSPC, you can see that. You can see the float size, or excuse me, the float size here. You can see the volume as well. That's going to be very important for me because I want to see, okay, does it have volume or is it just something that's gapping up with no volume? Sometimes that can be like an acquisition or something that's not really tradable for me. So very important for me. That's the gap up list. Down left, this is a newer scanner that I've built. And I've been building scanners for years, guys. I'm a scanner nerd. I love building scanners. I'm always tweaking them. And I think that there honestly is always room for improvement. A lot of people will come into our chat and say, guys, you know, this is the best scanners I've ever seen, or these are the best scanners I've ever used. But that's, you know, it's great, but there's always room for improvement. And as you guys know, if you've been trading for a long time, like many of us have, the scanners are great, but the market always is shifting and changing. So your scanners sometimes have to be tweaked and changed with the market. So that's what I do. I always spend time, you know, adjusting scanners based on what the market conditions are. And of course, we are going to adjust. That's going to be a benefit for us in the long run. So looking at this though, bottom left, the big spike detector. It's exactly what you think it sounds like. It is looking for stocks that have made a big spike or a major move in the last few minutes. And GELS, GELS, met requirements this morning. And again, just because it hits this scanner doesn't mean I trade it, but that is something that I'll be watching for a possible trade. So that is something I pull up, again, trying to verify that, that information that I need for me to trade the stock. Now, GELS in this stock right here in this scanner, this is honestly, guys, one of my favorite, if not my favorite scanner now. The big spike detector is basically going to alert me of something almost immediately. So it's very similar to our Find It First scanner, a scanner that we've had for years where it's just looking for stocks, alerting for almost the first time and really getting some volume. And that's something that we love to jump in on. But GELS and this big spike detector, this is the same type of setup. Now, on a good day, we're going to see multiple names on here. And on a great day, you're going to see this paired with this scanner over here, this big spike detector, another version of that. You're going to see the same names on this list, but multiple times. So we see GLTO this morning at 9:35, 16:40, then it hit 18:34 within minutes. That's a nice move, right? It's $2 per share in a matter of minutes. GELS was on here at $1.54. It didn't make new highs, or it didn't alert again on that scanner. And that's, again, something that we want to see. We want to see multiple alerts on this big spike detector on the right-hand side. So these two, they really go hand in hand. So I want to see it alert here and here as well. If that's the case, that is something I'm very attracted to. If I see those type of alerts, that is something that I'm alerting our team and making sure I get all the information out, because guys, once I start trading, that's it. I'm locked in. As many of us are, we get locked into our trade and it's hard to type. I've been in a trade before, tried to type in chat, boom, all of a sudden it just swipes down on me. I don't get to get out where I wanted to, and it can be really frustrating, right? So Once I'm in the chat, guys, or excuse me, in the trade, that's it. I'm focused on that trade. That's what's happening. So if you guys want to follow along, big spike detector on the left-hand side, one of my favorites, if not my favorite now. And then moving over to the big spike detector over here. I want to see those together hand in hand. Now, again, these are newer scanners, but I will tell you, I've been doing this for years. Very, very quickly becoming my favorite scanners. Before it was the Find It First. I really love that scanner. But to be honest with you guys, these two scanners now, they're really the heart of what I'm doing. If I see those two alert, and that's what I'm looking for, multiple alerts on this right-hand side on this one, that's what I'm trading. So if you guys are wondering what I'm watching or what I'm trading at that time, the top of this list is typically what I'm looking at for a possible trade. So CCTG would have been that list. Now on the left-hand side, this is a volume spike detector. So it's a little bit different filters. It's more based around volume itself. The rest are based around possible moves in 5 minutes and 10 minutes. This one here, volume spike detector, it's looking for volume, spikes in volume. So it may be something that's getting volume, but it may not align with what I'm trying to do because, again, just because a stock has volume and shares to trade doesn't make it a good setup, right? It has to meet other requirements, and we can build that into our scanners here in Trade Ideas. So this is a volume spike detector. You can see ZSPC at $1.48. And all of a sudden up to $1.70. That's a nice move. Again, that's a really nice move in a matter of an hour. If you measure that out percentage-wise, that's a decent move right there. So that is looking for volume spikes. This one is looking for percentage spikes, as well as this one in the last 5 to 10 minutes. Now, moving over to the right-hand side, we've got the gap list. Below that, the Find It First Market Scanner. The Find It First Market Scanner, this is one we've had for a long time. As you guys know, this is a personal favorite. I think many of our traders, this is a favorite for you guys as well. This is something that I love myself, but I am starting to fall more in love with these two over here. I have to say that's just really just taking the cake for me myself. Now, these two are going to be very similar, same thing. It's a Find It First. So it's going to look for that stock, that setup, before it really starts cooking, right? We're going to try to get in early, try to get in on the bottom of that move before it starts taking off. The other day, we saw a stock go from $11 to $350. That was SPRB. That's crazy. It alerted on the scanner at $11. That was the first alerted price around that price. So, these are the type of moves that we're looking for. We've been taking full advantage this past week. I think we're going to continue, but this Find It First scanner is going to look for those stocks. It's going to be the earlier alerts. So you're not going to see a lot of volume in them just yet. So that is a concern. So as you pull up the chart, you'll notice, oh, it's got low volume. Well, yes, because that's what it's doing. It's looking for those setups first. GELS, GELS, 144, ZSPC, 127, CCTG, 242. You can see over here 252 on there. And this was alerted at 933. Then later on, it hit 252. So it did get a bump up. Not much, but 10 cents there. GELS, ZSPC. Of course, we want to see multiple alerts right now. We're seeing a little, there's some conditions here that's not favorable, but that's okay. Down here, continuation watch. Below this, the Find It First. Continuation watch, again, one of the personal favorites. I know I say this about all of them, but guys, I've built them all. I've spent countless hours, my wife can tell you, as she's sleeping in the chair next to me and I'm just tapping away at the laptop trying to build this and do that and try that and testing things out, guys. This one is one of those as well. The continuation watch, what it's saying and what it's doing is if it alerts on this scanner, you better start watching it for possible continuation. That means it could squeeze and continue. That's this type of stock that might go up to $100 all of a sudden, right? From 5 to 100. It's crazy. I know it sounds crazy. I'm not saying it happens all the time, but we have seen it happen plenty of times. This is the type of scanner that's going to let you know, okay, this is the one you want to watch because it's got that potential, right? We've built in the filters into the scanner that will give you that whole layout of, yes, if it alerts on this scanner, it's got the potential for that continuation, confirmation. That's what we love, that squeeze momentum that's going to just squeeze until it finally doesn't, right? It will come back down to earth eventually. Some of them don't. Some of them just stay up there, but I'll tell you, most times it comes back down. So you just want to take advantage of that type of squeeze play when we have it and move on. Below that, red flag spotter. We've had this one since the beginning, guys. This is a great one. This one I built very early on. This is just a number of red flags that I built into a multi-strategy window. You can do the same thing. If you have a number of red flags that you look for, and if you see that, well, it's maybe something you want to get out of the trade or lock in profit or whatever it may be, you can build a scanner to do that. Then you can set custom voice alerts that will alert you and say, hey, it's extended, right? You can build alerts and red flags saying when it becomes extended, let me know. And it could basically tell you, okay, it's extended. That's what this red flag spotter is doing. So I've built in red flags into that. You can see NUAI was on the list, GLTO was on the list, CCTG was on the list. So that's what it's looking for, trying to save you from missing out on those red flags, because there's a lot going on. So it's a scanner. We'll identify that. It will yell, hey, major red flag has been spotted, something to be concerned with. Down below, we've got the halt and resume scanner. That is exactly what you think it is. It's going to show you stocks that are halting, going to show you when they halt, the time they halt, and the float size. And then from there, we're looking for when they resume. And so it will alert you and let you know. If it's a stock that halts up, it will let you know it is a stock that halted up. We have voice alerts for that, and we have custom voice alerts for all of our scanners here. So you'll hear, if you hear this big spike detector, you'll hear that.
Big price spike detected.
Or something like that, then you'll hear the ticker GELS. So it makes it really easy for us to identify that. So even if you're not glued and watching these scanners, as soon as you hear it say,
big price spike detected,
boom, we start to look and look for those type of setups and try to look what stock is alerting, and we better pull that up on the chart because it's go time, right? And again, we're day traders in the low float world. A lot of traders can't really cut it trading low float stocks. The reason for it is very fast. It's very fast paced, but on top of it being fast paced, you have to be disciplined. You have to be patient at the same time. You have to be fast, but patient, fast, but patient. It's crazy how that sounds, but that is the recipe for success. Harder than it sounds, guys. But if you want to learn, come over to bullishboblive.com. Join our Discord. We've got an educational community. I live trade every day, Monday through Friday, and I'd love to teach you basically what works for me, and we have other traders that are also going over what works for them. So it's a really great way for all of us to communicate and share trade ideas real time. But guys, thank you for watching. If you learned anything from this video, or if you like this video, want to see more like it, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, you know the deal. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.
Remember, trading isn't about being perfect. It's about being prepared. If you're serious about improving and want to learn directly from our live sessions, visit bullishboblive.com. We're live Monday to Friday, walking through setups, strategies, and everything in between. Thanks again for watching. Stay focused, stay sharp, and keep growing.